Good day everyone. In this video report, I will briefly discuss the ERC and its role in the Philippine electric power industry. I will also explain its background, legal basis under EPIRA, and why it is important in ensuring fair and reliable electricity services. Introduction. Before the EPIRA, the electric power industry was dominated by the government-owned NPC or National Power Corporation, which led to inefficiencies, power shortages, and heavy debts. To solve these problems, EPIRA was enacted in 2001, abolishing the Energy Regulatory Board and creating the Energy Regulatory Commission, or known as ERC. The ERC was given broader authority, independence, and quasi-judicial powers to regulate a liberalized electricity market. In the Philippines, the primary institution responsible for these tasks is the Energy Regulatory Commission, or the ERC. According to the official ERC website, the Commission serves as an independent quasi-judicial body, a regulatory body that oversees the electric power industry and ensures that the rights of consumers, the interests of investors, and the goals of the government are properly balanced. So, meaning, the Energy Regulatory Commission is the government body that regulates the electric power industry in the Philippines. Its role is to make sure electricity rates are fair, services are reliable, and the interests of consumers and investors are balanced. The ERC was created under the Electric Power Industry Reform Act of 2001, known as EPIRA Law. Now let's proceed to the historical background of the ERC. So before EPIRA's enactment, the Philippine Electric Power Industry was dominated by the National Power Corporation, known as NPC. It is a government-owned entity responsible for generation, transmission, and often distribution. While this centralized model allowed government control, as noted in the Department of Energy's energy sector history, it also resulted in inefficiencies, insufficient generation capacity, frequent power shortages, and massive debts that burdened consumers. To address these systematic issues, the government introduced comprehensive reforms under EPIRA in 2001. One of its key institutional changes was the abolition of the Energy Regulatory Board, known as ERB, and the creation of the Energy Regulatory Commission, or ERC. Unlike its predecessor, EPIRA grants the ERC broader authority, stronger independence, and full quasi-judicial powers, enabling it to decide cases, issue penalties, and regulate a newly liberalized electricity market. So this means that before EPIRA, the power industry was mainly controlled by the NPC, which caused inefficiency, power shortages, and high electricity costs. So to solve these problems, EPIRA was passed in 2001, abolishing the Energy Regulatory Board and creating the ERC to regulate a competitive electricity market. Now for the legal basis and mandate under EPIRA, the ERC's authority is anchored in Republic Act No. 9136, particularly in sections 38, 43, and 45. So, in section 38 of RA 9136, it establishes the ERC as a strong and independent regulatory body. Sections 43 outlines its powers, including rate settling, licensing, consumer protection, and enforcement. And lastly, for the section 45, empowers ERC to prevent the abuse of market power and maintain competition. So this means that the energy is established under the Republic Act No. 9136, or known as EPIRA Law. This law gives the ERC the authority to regulate the power industry, protect consumers, set fair electricity rates, and enforce rules through its quasi-judicial powers. Sections 38, 43, and 45 of the EPIRA law define the powers of the ERC. So these sections establish the ERC as an independent body, outline its functions such as rate setting and licensing, and empower it to prevent abuse of market power. So, according to IPIRA's Declaration of Policy, the ERC must first promote competition and market development, second, encourage consumer choice, third, prevent abusive pricing, fourth, ensure electricity rates are just, reasonable, and least cost, fifth, protect the public interest, and lastly, this legal mandate positions the ERC as the primary guardian of consumer welfare and the arbiter of market fairness in the power sector. Now, this means that the ERC must promote competition, encourage consumer choice, prevent abusive pricing, and ensure just and reasonable electricity rates and protect the public interests. Now, let's proceed to the nature, composition, and independence of the ERC. The ERC is a quasi-judicial body, meaning it can conduct hearings, resolve disputes, receive evidence, and issue decisions, also impose fines that carry the force of law. As stated in the ERC revised rules of practice and procedure 2012, its decisions are binding unless overturned by higher courts. This means that the ERC is a quasi-judicial and independent body that conduct hearings, resolve disputes, and issue binding decisions. So its independence ensures fair and unbiased regulation of the power industry. Now for the Commission. The Commission consists of one chairperson. It leads the regulatory, and the other one is the four commissioners who oversees the divisions and vote on regulatory decisions. So, according to IPIRA, all commissioners must possess expertise in engineering, law, economics, finance, or related fields. This ensures that ERC rulings are technically sound, legally defensible, and economically justified. Most importantly, IPIRA emphasizes that the ERC must operate independently, free from political influence and private sector pressure. This independence is crucial in protecting consumers and maintaining market integrity. So this means the ERC is composed of one chairperson and four commissioners who have expertise in fields like engineering, law, economics, or finance, ensuring that informed and balanced decisions. So, to conclude, the Energy Regulatory Commission plays a vital role in regulating the electric power industry. So, through IPIRA, it ensures fair electricity rates, promotes competition, and protects the interests of consumers and the public. So, thank you for listening.